Hello and welcome everyone to part 16 of the Rome Let's Play. We are attacking Thapsus, and Syracuse is about to fall. If I can reduce them from here, they lose kind of their other territories besides Syracuse itself, which I'm about to take with my auxiliary legion. So I'm moving in with the Aquilanus legion. Here we go. Don't have many troops, so we should be able to take this relatively easily. Most of my troops as well, getting quite a bit of veterancy. Had someone ask why I was using with some of my armies now, they are getting to full stack status, but someone was asking before why I was using several armies. Oh, hello, phone call. I wonder if it's going to be someone from Microsoft calling to see if I've got a virus on my computer. How incredibly rude. They hung up the moment I answered. Must have been intimidated. Maybe I shouldn't roar down the phone when I answer. But anyway, yes, let us continue. Weather conditions dry, just how I like it. And let's deploy the army. But yeah, someone was asking me while I was using I wasn't bothering to get full stacks in all my legions, but it was allowing me to have kind of a military presence in various theatres of war, or different fronts as such, without having to, without having spent the money of committing a full force there, but it still allowed me to conquer, because Roman troops you can have its quality over quantity with them to a degree. You don't need to have a full stack of them all the time, so it did allow me to expand out. And while, cautious with expansion is a good thing to go with, rather than just expanding all over the place.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
It does allow me to expand in various directions. Why am I going over there when the enemy is clearly over here? Fail line. I wasn't even looking where they were. I was busy being distracted by the notification that my reinforcements had appeared. And I'll take these guys head on here. I should be able to take them out. They got light hoplites. Bring the cavalry round over to the right. I'm going to bring my general round behind my main force. While that's going on, I realise I have reinforcements in the form of my fleets, my assault bareme, and all that jazz. So let's bring them round the back. My veteran legionaries on here, and then on these we've got legionaries ready for battle. These three can already get hard row. And the enemy ships have already landed, though that one's sinking a bit. They've already landed to bring up their reinforcements. I'm not sure if we can actually land on the beach now, so we'll have to land over here. Unless I got them to land. Can you land here? No, it doesn't seem like they will land there. They're not getting a little image. Oh, one of them showed up trying to land here though. Bring it into the dock. Oh, they're still forming up here. The javelin men. Let's go back over here. And are my skirmishers in range? No, they're not. They're just out of range. And I'm actually going to hold them back here because I want my my reinforcements to come on in before we engage. And they're sort of just defending this area. I don't know why they're facing out that way to try and defend. I could swing around that way, actually. That is a point. I'll bring their forces in, though. Their pelsters as well. Plenty of forces. Bring my cavalry round towards here. So in the meanwhile, we can take these guys head on. Just trying to keep my guys just out of their range, actually. Form it with my legionaries round like so, and then I will stretch them round the sides, but I want to face them head on first. My ships, we need to continue moving them on. They can have another hard row, and this one is ready for a hard row 30. Row, men, row. Let's get a cinematic cam on you. Row for glory. Row for the Empire of Rome. For once, I'm trying not to lose my entire navy. And the enemy seems to be kind of guarding their ships. I wonder if I could actually sail in between one of them. Jump on out. but it looks like I am going to be... Why can't I go around here? Oh, I can go on this part of the beach. This part of the beach is safe. Safe beach. So we don't want to go too close to the shore, because we've got to go for that part of the beach, so let's go round. Meanwhile, are we getting our troops together? They can't hit me. They don't have any skirmishers here, which is good. The other troops they have, they're forming up in the square. Both angles of attack. Maybe that's where their missile troops are. So I'm going to see if I can bring my equites down here and then charge into these peltas at the back here, while watching their Tarantine cavalry, of course. And when they do that, I will push in with my troops at the side. So I'm going to push in with legionaries sides here and here. They're already trying to chase my equites. Go for a flying wedge formation. And while that's happening, I am now going to push forward with the velites here. My cavalry has charged in nicely, but I'm going to run them out before cavalry gets committed, or spear troops. Get them out of flying wedge so they can get out of there quickly. Run, cavalry, run. That is something that definitely needs. The cavalry need to be able to move on their kind of first move order when they're given one. Flaming javelins now going in against the hoplites here. Getting caught up in their shields. Not actually killing anyone just yet. Trying to go for standard shot instead, see if the added accuracy will help a bit there. Lost a few of the equites there, but did manage to charge the peltas there, try and break them apart a little bit. They're pulling back with those hoplites now. Have started killing them now, they've turned around. Backs exposed, they're bringing forward another unit of hoplites. Just where the AI needs to be able to be aggressive and able to choose to push out at a flank. Because it's too static here, but it could be able to push out because it just cycles through units that can take that can be attacked basically. So bringing my ships in now to aim for land. Land with my veteran legionaries and we can clear up the troops around the back. In fact, my cavalry can charge in now and finish these guys off. We could go for a cavalry testudo, but they can't run now, which sucks. But let's take a look. What's cavalry testudo like? The little shields. I think it'd be best just going for a full-on charge. So let's go for flying wedge formation, and then we will strike into these guys, the javelin men, as hard as we can. I'm continuing to pelt these guys with my my javelin men at the front, and we will just casually march on in against the enemy very soon. In fact, I'm going to bring one of these legionary units over here to catch them off guard, and then we're just going to move in from all sides. Well, it looks like they are finally trying to engage us, which is good. So we're going to do that here. We can now get the skirmish to stop firing. My cavalry has been disrupted in their charge. I have to go after the other unit of javelin men, but we've cleared off those from the back there. I've got cavalry incoming though. But my troops are all landing, jumping off their ships now. Legionaries ready, bring them up. My troops over here are being mobbed by the mob. quite literally. Trying to push them back now. Cavalry over here, we've removed the enemy at the back here. We go for the slingers that remain over here. Take them out of flying wedge now. Just hit the last of the slingers. And these troops here, make my group 3. I'm going to send them in towards the town square. Use the whip to make them move faster. Acceleration at least. My legionary's getting rather stuck in here against the enemy. These ones in particular, pushing against the Tarentine Cav if we can. Need to help this unit out, which is, they're not struggling. They're having a tough time trying to push back all these hoplites which have been sent to engage them, although it looks like the mob has just broken from there, so they may have an easier time of it soon. Slingers are getting broken up, charging in with the veteran legionaries and standard legionaries from my ships. Running hard to get up the hill, the slope into the city. We've routed these guys. I wonder if we can give a charge into the shattered mob here to perhaps break them further. So with all my legionaries just mobbing on the Tarentine Cav here, just pushing them back as they continue to step forward and press forward. The blobbing in the middle is horrific, but that'll do. My general may even be able to charge in against these slingers. Just give a bit of cavalry relief in that. My legionaries can now hit from the rear, which is their general. As I bring my equites past, and my general as well. Give a bit of inspiration to him. Go for the cinematic view on the charge. Through the destroyed marketplace. And my cavalry charge in at great speed.
General is under attack.
Meanwhile, my reinforcements now finally making it into battle. A little bit too late because we've already claimed victory. A decisive victory though, and Syracuse are removed from Thapsus. We lost 79 in total there. Very happy with that. Cavalry killing 444 there. And the legionaries also getting stuck in with 200 odd kills across them there. Kick in the leg, down, right in the neck. They did. And we can occupy happily, so I don't need to sack anything here, I don't think, for my victory conditions. That's just in my Iceni Let's Play, I believe. We'll have a look at my victory conditions in a second. I think it's mainly about having a lot of infantry. Whoa! People to choose from. Overwhelmed, really. Celtic Turncoat. Armour. Go for tariff, income, trade agreements. I really want something that's going to actually help my my units in battle, really. Let's go for... trying to choose one, really. Let's go for the superior army. Actually, no. Let's go for Celtic Turncoat. That's who I'm going to be. The thing is, I'm not going to be fighting barbarians with this army, even though this is my Aquilonis. This is my Legion of the North, which is in the south now. That's fine. Armour does seem to be a popular one, so let's go for armour. And then with my traits here, what can I drought gravitas? You can increase that. Let's go for let's make him a commander. And my navy did well. Didn't actually have to kill anyone. We'll get killed. Let's bring the navy into the settlement as well. If I am attacked by the enemy navy, we should be able to deal with it. Having a look at my objectives. No, I don't need to sack anything. I need to control a reasonable navy, reasonable units, and conquer 140 settlements, forging a great empire for a military victory. Conquer 25 settlements. I get some stuff there. If I take Magna Graecia, I get a boost. If I take Tania into Africa, control more provinces there. If I go into Spain, I get some more there. Into Gallia. Provincia, so yes, Gaul. The Macedonian Wars, be at war with the following faction, that gains me something as well. It allows me to expand east. Be the overlord of one client state, protection of Rome. So I could do that. I could do that to Syracuse, but I want to definitely unite that province now. So I'm going to have to wait another turn to do because I keep getting hit by this enemy agent, which hinders me every time I try and do that. So, well, we've claimed another region for Rome at Thapsus. Let's come back up to the north where I'm pushing into Gaul. We've taken Tolosa, replenishing there, trying to defeat these agents, and I've brought this army here in forced march because we're going to need to deal with the Arverni armies which have marched south. I'll have to see what happens during the interim phase if they lay siege to Massalia or not. And they do indeed. Unless they attack me this turn, I will get a chance. Yes, I will get a chance to break the siege of Massalia. I'll have to avoid that army next to me. They're going to be they're in forced march, so I can ambush them. I'm not sure if I can ambush them and relieve Massalia this turn. Trade agreement.
We'll find our merchandise most wondrous. Why deny them?
Let's put in a demand myself for some money. No, they won't offer this. So fine, we'll accept it. I really wish you could put custom values in because I would much prefer offering like 500 to 1,000 rather than straight up 2,000, which I can't seem to change. If anyone knows how to change that, if that is possible right now, then do let me know. But as far as I know, I don't think you can. I think you are stuck at the kind of pre-set ones. Port settlement under siege. Should a blockade stop the flow of supplies, the populace will face starvation and be compelled to surrender, sally out with local forces, or bring in reinforcements to attack the besiegers, which are here. And we're going to go into normal stance, which means that we are in range to hit this army here. And we will obviously have the garrison forces too, from Massalia, which will be 1 unit of legionaries, 5 Riorii, 3 plebs and 2 levies. So let's relieve them there, but first of all let's sort out our things that have come up, our messages. What are we researching? Let's check that. We're going for concrete. Ah yes, going for concrete. And Thapsus, I need to convert all these things, but can't do that yet. Let's convert you to a harbour, that's fine because you don't have any squalor impact. Can't convert these barracks because no money. But this army can come down and sack Syracuse, finally, with my auxiliary unit, so we'll have to fight that if we've got time after relieving the siege of Massalia. So here we go. My Corleonis Legion. And I won't go for a control large army in case we get the stutter at the moment. Wait for further optimizations to do that. I shouldn't need those reinforcements anyway. I should be fine. But let's attack the army, the Light of Belenos. We should be able to crush them with Roman military precision. As we have first cohort and I think Eagle cohort in there as well, and obviously veteran legionaries. And my Praetorians too. Looking at my forces here. Brave Romans to a man. There we go, the first cohort. Rather than the Eagle cohort, first cohort there. That's what they have, so let's get the legionaries and the veteran legionaries all together. They're one group, and they can take the right flank as they move. And my Praetorians and first cohort come up a second group to hold the centre and the left. My Velites kind of spread them in between the two groups. And we'll give them standard shot for now. And my Equites, I'm going to place them up on the right here in these trees. They should be hidden, and we can launch a surprise charge on the enemy. Pretty static, well, pretty reasonable map. Relatively flat. Assuming the enemy is behind that hill. we'll move forward. Push forward with all my men now, and we will bring up the cavalry from the right, try and secure the flank. My velites forming up rather nicely there. Jolly good indeed. The Praetorians moving forward, their purple cloaks. I'm trying to see where this army is coming from. The line of sight, I can't see, I assume they're just behind this rise. Get my cavalry to run forward. See if they discover anything. Use them as my scouting force. The might of Rome has been assembled, but we cannot see the enemy. I have a feeling they're all down here somewhere. Send my cavalry to scout out the ridge line. I'm hoping you'll see a huge army suddenly appear. Move them up past the ridge now. To see over it. What do we got here? It's a bush. Hit the bush. I spotted a bush there. And why can I not see this enemy? Aha! We have found them. The enemy reveals itself. So we do need to march my troops forward. With all of my troops. They're forming up now, ready for battle. Looks like they're forming up along like that to face my cavalry, so they're going to be surprised when my army comes over this hill, because they can't see them yet. Unawares to my forces. Well, I think they may have spotted a few of them now. They are moving up the hill with a few of their slingers, perhaps to scout, see what's going on. More units revealing themselves as we go on. Some of them darting up round where my units are going to form up. I'll pull my cavalry around a little bit more as well. I may have to form up a little bit shorter than I had intended to push back these skirmishers. But it does seem they're pulling back as well. The AI is reforming. But I'm just going to have to form up like so, because we're right on top of the enemy now. And my cavalry should be able to charge in quite effectively against the Celtic slingers on this sort of side and then pull back. My velites causing quite a bit of damage to the enemy skirmishers. Quick reload activated on my velites there. The Levy Freeman trying to form up. As my cavalry now charges through enemy ranks here. We've caught up with some Levy Freemen in there, but the sheer force of the cavalry charge has powered them through, done a large amount of damage. So we're trying to get out with the cavalry now before we're hit too badly, but we've broken and routed quite a few troops there. And now I'm just going to start moving forward with my legionaries. As my skirmishers continue to do a lot of damage, bring my general up closer. bring my cavalry round to do some more charges. Now engaging the enemy across the battle map. Charging the flanks as well. Getting my Praetorians to charge in against the enemy cavalry as well. And my cavalry now forming up as well. And going in for the charges around the flanks. Get my skirmishers to stop firing now. So my cavalry just causes an absolute mess through the enemy skirmish lines at the back. And the rest of the enemy has been firmly routed now. We're going to mop up as many as we can with the cavalry to prevent them coming back and doing more damage. We need to utterly annihilate them here, which it seems we're doing. Across the battlefield, the red shields of Rome winning the day. Cavalry running amok through the enemy ranks. Even get my general involved a little bit if I can. And we can see the bodies of the dead scattered across the field of battle. As the enemy flees, running to fight another day with what little left there actually is of their forces. I don't think there's many left at all. But I don't think we're going to catch them really. We don't need to worry too much about catching the last few. The stragglers will disappear. And the carnage has been done. So we can quit the battle there. We'll have to take Syracuse with the auxiliary army yet again in another part. So we deployed 4,240 with my forces there. Actually no, that's a lie, because my reinforcements didn't come in, so it was about 2,000. Only took 126 losses and annihilated the Light of Belenos there. We'll kill all the remaining captives, and that army now flees. And we now have that army ready to defend Massalia from these armies should they continue to come towards us. These guys are raiding us, but they will all fall relatively quickly. So let's move this army in and we will attack them next time. Finally moving into battle. Although we are facing rather large force, but it's going to be a good test of the auxiliary legion. So I hope to see you guys next time. As always, hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Ciao for now.